From the rainforests of Rwanda to the sweeping expanses of South Africa, the mother continent is bursting with life and with complexity.
Over the last 30 or 40 years, 10.5 million nonprofits have been started globally. And for those 10.5 million, we have been witness to the collapse of biologic systems, economic systems, ecologic systems are all collapsing.
Few places embody this better than South Africa's Kruger to Canyons region, a nexus where many of humanity's biggest challenges converge: climate change, poverty, and human-wildlife conflict.
One of the biggest hotspots in the world for rhino poaching.
But it wasn't always this way.
Culturally, people lived side by side with wildlife.
Until the fences carved through the land.
And when we put up fences in our hearts, our minds, or our landscapes, we destroy things.
During apartheid, entire communities were forced off their land, loaded onto trucks at gunpoint.
And they were given matchboxes just to set their houses alight.
We displaced millions of peoples from their indigenous lands, and we pushed them into informal settlements without plumbing, without trash management, without food systems.
My name is Christo Mluli. I live at Fondale. When I grow up, I want to be a doctor.
While tourists from across the globe see incredible wildlife in the Manileti Game Reserve, across the fence, children at Christo's school don't always have enough to eat. When we heard that they didn't have proper facilities, we decided to build the school a new kitchen. But it was only when Principal Fikensi Mabunda showed me where they were preparing meals for 150 kids per day that I realized what a difference this would make.
I am gonna cry. Really cool. This kitchen's gonna be rocking hot.
But that was only one of the needs. With a budget of less than 20 US cents per child per day, the daily meal is not always that nutritious. But for many children, the only food they get today. How can learning happen when hunger grips your stomach? In classrooms that trap relentless heat with no ceilings or insulation.
We just take our books and cool ourselves down, but it doesn't even work.
30 friends and team members from the US, Australia, and South Africa traveled from far and wide.
All the kids were standing there with welcome signs, greeting us, dancing.
So amazing, man. Look at the smile.
That's Africa. That is it all the time. And it's exhausting and it's amazing.
And so the scene was set for the rest of the week.
1, 2, 3, and...
Let's take it off. Here we go.
The size of Africa.
For the new kitchen, we chose a building material that you can literally grow.
I never thought a plant could build something.
Being the first hemp building in the province of Mpumalanga, everyone was intrigued.
Made out of hemp.
Made out of hemp.
Look at that. It's light, eh?
Eco-friendly, lightweight, fireproof, insulated against the harsh African sun. And against outside noise, hempcrete is breathable and vapor permeable, therefore becoming the material of choice for the wealthy. And these kids certainly deserve the best. At the end of the week, the classrooms had insulated ceilings and fans. The mural looked amazing. We completed a specially designed labyrinth and had the foundations for the brand new kitchen completed. The hard soil behind the classrooms was converted into impressive-looking, eco-friendly permaculture gardens. We planted 800 diverse vegetable and herb seedlings along with fruit, nut, medicinal, and other indigenous trees. It was a week of connecting with ourselves, with one another, with the children, with the soil, and with the beautiful African wilderness. Our partners, Tinswalo Safari Lodge, treated us and the kids to some incredible wildlife encounters. With snaring being a huge problem in the area, we sponsored the satellite collaring of a hyena, led by famous wildlife vet, Ben Mueller.
If animals get caught in snares, we can pick up where these areas are and then respond and de-snare these areas as quickly as possible.
This gave birth to one of our key programs, reconnecting the children with their wildlife heritage through eco-clubs, including bringing indigenous trees back into the schoolyard. We invited Fickency to plant a tree in honor of someone special.
I never thought in my life there is maybe a personal relationship between a person and a tree.
Seeing some of our team members planting trees in remembrance of friends and family members, Fickency decided to do it in honor of her late husband.
So I'm planting this tree in honor of him. Most of the time when I think of my husband, I will go to that tree. Sometimes I will tell him what I want to say to him, telling the tree.
These 22 special trees will continue to provide shade, nuts, fruits, and medicine for generations of children. On our last day together, the community blew us away with a massive celebration to honor our team.
The size of Africa.
It's just been such a heartful event this week.
This has exceeded all my expectations.
I've received so much more than I've given.
Over the following months, the Hempcrete Kitchen started taking shape, and we conducted further permaculture workshops. Permaculture is based on the principles of nature, creating healthy soil, saving water, and providing natural nutrients to the plants, causing them to absolutely thrive. Living in Zimbabwe now, I couldn't believe my eyes on my first visit back to the school.
Oh, my goodness. It's unreal, huh?
Yeah.
I cannot believe this.
It was a big day when the children got their first meal, fresh from the garden. This is making a huge difference in the children's nutrition, and there's enough in the garden for the children to take veggies home and for Fickency to sell some at the market to buy chicken feed. And as important as it is, we're not just all about food and buildings. Together, we decided to start a program to focus on mental and emotional wellness. We called it Dream Lab, and we had no idea how critical our timing was.
We heard that a little boy who is 5 years old tried to commit suicide.
It breaks my heart to even think that a 5-year-old would ever, I don't even know how this concept came into their mind.
Not 3 days later, there was another attempted suicide by a 10-year-old.
And then this morning, a male teacher killed himself actually at a school next door.
So that very Saturday, we had our first Dream Lab at the school.
No one can ever tell you that you can't achieve something.
Starting off busking on the streets, Pila Dauzi is now a successful signed musician.
I remember when I'm on the street, I play a song, and it goes like this. Africa, Africa, my home. Africa, Africa, unite. That's my magic. Yes.
We wanted the kids to discover their own magic, including the magic of their dreams, which they expressed through paintings. The rest of the day was filled with mindfulness and every kind of artistic expression. A group of teenagers from Southern Cross, a private school, joined in and shared their magic. To tie night all together, we gathered at the labyrinth where everyone could give their dreams wings.
The spirit of 150 kids and all of these teachers and our team's energy being there activates something different where when they go home, it is different.
I really do believe that the kids, they had different dreams last night. They went home with a different energy.
People who are the most disenfranchised, most suppressed, most abused in the human system are those that are rebirthing hope for humanity.
Hope. In fact, I think that's the main thing.
It's contagious.
Like just a bunch of lights everywhere.
The next leaders of our world are somewhere in the school, and there's kids here who will change humanity.
Together, we are changing humanity, becoming a force to bring healing to the planet.
So it's going to be pretty hard to stop this.